Welcome, dear friends. Today, we are here to discuss a profound topic that has puzzled many of us: why the universe doesn't give you what you want. This journey will take us through deep insights and wisdom, helping us understand our desires, the nature of the universe, and the path to true fulfillment. Let's begin. Often we find ourselves yearning for things, be it material possessions, relationships, or certain outcomes. We believe that by obtaining these, we will achieve happiness and a sense of completeness. But how many times have we gotten what we wanted, only to find that the satisfaction was fleeting? It's as if the universe is playing a game, giving us glimpses of fulfillment, but never the whole picture. Why does this happen? Why don't we get what we want? The first lesson we need to understand is that our desires are often rooted in a sense of lack. When we want something, we are essentially saying to the universe that we are incomplete without it. This very act of wanting creates a vibration of lack, which the universe then mirrors back to us. The universe operates on a principle of resonance. Like attracts like. So, if we are vibrating with a sense of lack, we attract more lack into our lives. It's a cycle that perpetuates itself. Think about it. When you desperately want something, you are focusing on its absence. Your mind is filled with thoughts about not having it, which generates feelings of frustration, impatience, and even anxiety. These emotions are low vibrational energies that further push away what you desire. The universe responds to your dominant energy, not just your thoughts. If your energy is one of neediness and lack, that is what you will continue to experience. To break this cycle, we must shift our perspective from wanting to being. Instead of focusing on what we lack, we need to cultivate a sense of completeness and gratitude for what we already have. Gratitude is a high vibrational energy that attracts more of the same. When we are grateful, we are telling the universe that we are content and abundant, which then attracts more abundance into our lives. Consider this. Have you ever noticed that when you are truly happy and content, things seem to flow effortlessly? Opportunities arise, people are drawn to you, and life feels harmonious. This is not a coincidence. It's the universe responding to your elevated vibration. When you're in a state of appreciation and joy, you're aligned with the natural flow of the universe, which is abundant and limitless. So, how do we cultivate this state of being? It starts with mindfulness and awareness. We need to become aware of our habitual thoughts and emotions, especially those related to our desires. Are we constantly thinking about what we don't have? Are we feeling anxious and impatient? By bringing these patterns into our awareness, we can begin to change them. One practical tool is to practice daily gratitude. Each day, take a few moments to reflect on the things you're grateful for. It can be as simple as the warmth of the sun, the smile of a loved one, or the food on your table. By consistently focusing on what you have rather than what you lack, you gradually shift your energy to one of abundance. Another practice is to visualize your desires as if they have already manifested. When you do this, focus on the feelings of joy, contentment, and gratitude that come with having your desires fulfilled. This helps to align your vibration with the reality you wish to create, making it easier for the universe to bring it to you. However, it's crucial to let go of attachment to the outcome. Trust that the universe knows the perfect timing and way to bring your desires to fruition. In addition to gratitude and visualization, cultivating a sense of inner peace and contentment is essential. This means learning to find joy and fulfillment within yourself, independent of external circumstances. Practices such as meditation, yoga, and spending time in nature can help you connect with your inner self and the present moment, where true happiness resides. Let's pause here and take a moment to reflect on these ideas. Remember, the key to receiving from the universe lies in shifting our focus from lack to abundance, from wanting to being. When we align our energy with the natural flow of the universe, we open ourselves to infinite possibilities. The paradox of desire, letting go to receive. As we continue to explore why the universe doesn't give us what we want, we must delve deeper into the paradox of desire. It's a curious truth that often, the more we chase something, the more it eludes us. This is a fundamental principle that operates not just in the realm of spiritual practice, but in all aspects of life. The harder we try to grasp something, the more it slips through our fingers. Why is this so? The essence of this paradox lies in the energy of attachment. When we are intensely focused on obtaining something, we create a strong attachment to the outcome. This attachment stems from a belief that our happiness and well-being are dependent on achieving that particular goal. Consequently, our energy becomes fixated on the future, on what we do not yet have, rather than the present moment. This fixation creates a sense of tension and resistance within us. Our thoughts and emotions become entangled with fear, anxiety, and a sense of lack. These lower vibrational energies create a barrier that blocks the natural flow of abundance from the universe. The universe, which mirrors our inner state, responds to this energy of tension by withholding what we desire, not out of cruelty, but because we are not in a state to receive it. To receive what we desire, we must learn to let go of our attachment to it. This does not mean abandoning our dreams or goals, but rather releasing our grip on the outcome. It means cultivating a state of inner peace and trust, knowing that the universe has its own timing and wisdom. When we let go, we create space for the universe to work its magic in ways that we might not have imagined. Letting go requires a shift in our mindset. We must move from a place of needing to a place of allowing. Needing is rooted in fear and scarcity, while allowing is based on trust and abundance. When we allow, we acknowledge that there is a larger force at play, one that knows what is best for us and is always working in our favor, even if we cannot see it in the moment. A practical step in this direction is to practice detachment. Detachment is not about indifference or apathy. It is about maintaining a healthy distance from the outcome. It is about enjoying the journey and the process without being overly attached to the destination. When we detach, we free ourselves from the emotional roller coaster of highs and lows that come with our desires. One way to cultivate detachment is through mindfulness. By being present in the moment, we can appreciate the beauty and richness of life as it unfolds. We become more attuned to the present rather than constantly projecting ourselves into the future. This presence allows us to experience joy and fulfillment right now, rather than waiting for some future event to bring us happiness. Another important aspect of letting go is surrender. Surrender is not about giving up. It is about giving in to the flow of life. It is about trusting that the universe knows what is best for us, even if it doesn't align with our immediate desires. When we surrender, we release our need to control every aspect of our lives and open ourselves to the infinite possibilities that the universe has to offer. Surrendering can be challenging because it requires faith and patience. It asks us to believe in something greater than ourselves and to trust that everything is unfolding perfectly, even if it doesn't seem that way. To cultivate surrender, we can practice affirmations that reinforce our trust in the universe. Phrases like, "I trust the process of life," or "everything is unfolding for my highest good," can help shift our mindset from one of control to one of faith. As we embrace the paradox of desire, we begin to see that true fulfillment comes not from getting what we want, but from wanting nothing. When we stop chasing and start allowing, we align ourselves with the natural flow of the universe. We become like a river that flows effortlessly, navigating around obstacles and finding its way to the ocean. In this state of flow, we open ourselves to receive the abundance that is our birthright. Let's take a moment to reflect on this paradox and the profound wisdom it holds. Remember, letting go does not mean giving up on your dreams. It means trusting that the universe knows the perfect way to bring them to you. When we release our attachment and embrace the present moment, we align with the infinite possibilities that life has to offer. Embracing the present, finding fulfillment in the now. In our journey to understand why the universe doesn't give us what we want, we must now turn our attention to the power of the present moment. Often, we are so consumed by our desires and future aspirations that we overlook the richness and beauty of the now. This fixation on the future creates a perpetual state of longing and dissatisfaction. How can we break free from this cycle and find true fulfillment? The present moment is all we truly have. The past is gone, and the future is yet to come. Yet so many of us spend our lives caught between regrets of the past and anxieties about the future. This constant mental time travel keeps us from experiencing the fullness of life that is available right now. The key to finding fulfillment lies in grounding ourselves in the present moment. When we are fully present, we become aware of the simple joys and miracles that surround us. The warmth of the sun on our skin, the laughter of a loved one, the taste of a delicious meal. These are moments of pure, unadulterated happiness that we often take for granted. By bringing our attention to these moments, we cultivate a sense of gratitude and contentment that transcends our desires. Mindfulness is a powerful practice that helps us anchor ourselves in the present. It involves paying attention to our thoughts, emotions, and surroundings without judgment. When we practice mindfulness, we observe our thoughts and feelings as they arise without getting swept away by them. This allows us to break free from the constant stream of mental chatter and experience life as it unfolds. A practical way to practice mindfulness is through meditation. Meditation helps quiet the mind and brings us into a state of deep awareness and presence. Even a few minutes of daily meditation can make a significant difference in our ability to stay present. By focusing on our breath or a simple mantra, we can train our minds to let go of distractions and be fully here and now. Another aspect of embracing the present is letting go of the need for external validation. Our desires are often driven by a need to prove ourselves to others or to seek approval. This external focus keeps us in a state of perpetual striving, always looking for something outside of ourselves to make us feel worthy. True fulfillment comes from within, from recognizing our inherent worth and embracing who we are right now. To shift our focus inward, we can practice self-compassion and self-acceptance. This means being kind to ourselves, acknowledging our strengths and weaknesses, and understanding that we are enough just as we are. When we accept ourselves fully, we no longer need to chase after external validation. We find peace and contentment in our own being. Living in the present also means embracing uncertainty. Life is inherently unpredictable, and our attempts to control every aspect of it only lead to frustration and disappointment. By accepting the uncertainty of life, we open ourselves to the endless possibilities that the universe has to offer. This acceptance brings a sense of freedom and lightness, allowing us to flow with life rather than resist it. One practical way to embrace uncertainty is to adopt a mindset of curiosity and openness. Instead of fearing the unknown, we can approach it with a sense of wonder and excitement. What new opportunities might arise? What unexpected blessings might come our way? By staying open and curious, we turn potential challenges into opportunities for growth and discovery. As we embrace the present moment, we begin to see that fulfillment is not something to be achieved in the future, but something to be experienced right now. The joy, peace, and contentment we seek are already within us, waiting to be uncovered. When we stop chasing and start being, we align ourselves with the natural flow of the universe. Let's take a moment to reflect on the power of the present. Remember, true fulfillment is found not in the attainment of future desires, but in the appreciation of the now. By embracing the present moment, we open ourselves to the infinite richness of life and the boundless possibilities that the universe has to offer. The path to true abundance. Cultivating inner wealth. As we reach the final part of our exploration into why the universe doesn't give us what we want, we must turn inward to discover the true source of abundance. Often, we equate abundance with material wealth, external success, or the fulfillment of our desires. But real abundance transcends these superficial markers and resides within us. True abundance is a state of mind, a deep sense of inner wealth that is not dependent on external circumstances. It is the recognition that we are already complete, whole, and enough just as we are. This inner wealth is a wellspring of joy, peace, and contentment that flows from within, independent of what we have or don't have. To cultivate this inner wealth, we must first recognize the illusions that keep us trapped in a cycle of wanting and dissatisfaction. Society often conditions us to believe that our worth is tied to our achievements, possessions, and status. This belief creates a constant need to prove ourselves and seek validation from external sources. But when we base our self-worth on these fleeting and impermanent things, we set ourselves up for disappointment. The first step to cultivating inner wealth is to shift our focus from external validation to self-acceptance. We must learn to love and accept ourselves unconditionally, recognizing that our true value comes from within. This means embracing our imperfections, acknowledging our strengths, and understanding that we are worthy of love and happiness just as we are. Self-acceptance is a powerful antidote to the constant striving and comparison that drains our energy and keeps us in a state of lack. Another key to inner wealth is gratitude. When we focus on what we have rather than what we lack, we shift our energy to one of abundance. Gratitude is a powerful practice that opens our hearts and minds to the richness of life. By appreciating the blessings we already have, we attract more of the same into our lives. Each day, take a moment to reflect on the things you're grateful for. This simple practice can transform your perspective and align you with the flow of abundance. Generosity is also a vital component of true abundance. When we give freely of our time, energy, and resources, we create a flow of positive energy that enriches both the giver and the receiver. Generosity is an expression of our inner wealth, a recognition that we have more than enough to share. It's a reminder that abundance is not about accumulation, but about circulation. By giving, we reinforce our own sense of abundance and contribute to the well-being of others. Living in alignment with our true selves is another essential aspect of inner wealth. This means following our passions, honoring our values, and pursuing what brings us genuine joy and fulfillment. When we live authentically, we tap into a source of inner richness that cannot be taken away by external circumstances. Our lives become a true reflection of who we are, and we attract experiences and opportunities that resonate with our highest selves. Finally, trust is fundamental to cultivating true abundance. Trusting in the universe, in the process of life, and in our own inner wisdom allows us to let go of fear and control. When we trust, we open ourselves to the infinite possibilities that life has to offer. We understand that the universe is always working in our favor, even if we cannot see it in the moment. This trust brings a deep sense of peace and security, knowing that we are always provided for. As we conclude this journey, remember that true abundance is not something we acquire, but something we awaken within ourselves. By cultivating self-acceptance, gratitude, generosity, authenticity, and trust, we align ourselves with the natural flow of the universe. We become magnets for the boundless blessings that life has to offer, not because we are seeking them, but because we are living from a place of true inner wealth. Thank you for joining me on this exploration. May you find the abundance and fulfillment that reside within you, and may your life be a reflection of the infinite richness of the universe.